Welcome back, guys. Hope you're all doing well. I'm just doing a bit of maintenance. Just about to give me drains a bit of a flush. Got that all connected on there ready. Obviously, as you guys know, this is what I have to do because I've got no drain up this end of the garden yet. So it has to go all the way down there, all the way down there, right down to the drain down there. You got to do what you got to do, haven't you? I've had a bit of a shift round in the shed, so I've tidied things up a little bit, made a bit of space here and there. So I've moved things around. So I've got my cups over here, put a few more shelves up, shifted things about a bit. All my treatments are all down there. Got some boxes out of the way, got them up off the floor. So yeah, tidy things up a bit. Got that shelf cleared up a bit. Still a lot of crap on it, but nowhere near as much as they were. That bubbling away nicely. So yeah, like I say, just about to do a flush of my drains. Also, a little bit of an update regarding my fish. So as you guys know, I sent a swab off to Paula Reynolds last week. I had my report back on Saturday, and in that report the test came back saying that they'd found 4 different variants of bacteria that's causing me issues. So there was 3 types of Aeromonas Bacteria. There was Aeromonas hydrophilia, I think it was, Aeromonas SP, Aeromonas something else, I can't remember what it were. I'll have to put that down on screen. And that basically pretty much cohabits with Aeromonas hydrophilia. Basically, if you find one, you find other. They pretty much come part and parcel with each other, more often than not. And then there was another one, but I can't remember what I'll have to put on screen as well. But basically, anyway, she's come back, found these results, done tests on them as she always does, and it shows that for my particular issue, the best course of action would be to administer a course of Bacterial. That was found to be the most effective against this bacteria in my case. So after searching high and low, contacting no end of people, or getting nowhere, no one wanted to know. So yeah, pretty much hit a brick wall. So I started asking around a few other places, a few other groups, forums, things like that. Kindly had a few people contact me. A few people put me on the right track where I might be able to get a bit of help, or where I might be able to obtain what I need under totally legal circumstances. So yeah, I've searched up and I've actually found what I need. So that's going to be heading to me, I think it says within about 4 to 8 business days, something like that. Syringes, got them coming. I just ordered a pack of 50 1mm syringes. Come with needles as well, 25 G needles. So yeah, it's just a matter of waiting now, and hopefully in the meantime nothing gets worse. Doesn't seem to have got worse at the moment. Everything seems to be pretty stable. My Tancho isn't happy at all. It's not happy at all. Yeah, it's not like I've got two other fish what need injecting apart from my tancho, so altogether I've got 3 fish to inject what are showing these signs of this bacterial infection. 2 of them, which is me Deutsch Sankey and me Kohaku, they're up and swimming, feeding. You know, they seem perfectly fine, although they've got this bacterial issue. I don't know whether I'll be able to capture the issue of the Kohaku and the Sankey. See if I can. Right, so there's the Kohaku and the Sankey. Come out of the way, you. It's on its fin. There, look. So as you can see, it's gone all the way through its fin. But as of yet, the others haven't shown any signs of any bacterial infections. Bit of cart pox here and there. There's my growing show. He's got it on now. Sod it. Get some sake down him. Yes, I know you're hungry, but you can't have food yet. And the tancho, I don't know whether you're going to see this, is the tancho's not happy at all. You know, it could be a bit hit and miss whether he even makes it through the course of antibiotics, I suppose. He's down there. So yeah, I mean, he's not happy. But like I say, it could be hit and miss whether tancho makes it through antibiotic course. I've got to administer 5 injections every other day to each fish. So overall, that's, you know, it's like 15 injections I've got to do. So like I say, it's just a matter of waiting now and see what happens. But hopefully when it comes and I start getting them the medication, hopefully they'll start to pick up and we'll start to get on top of this problem. But Paula's been a great help, as always. Taught me through absolutely loads of stuff. So I think it's a common reoccurrence with us hobbyists, where we're coming into problems and then we sort of make the same mistakes again, because sometimes we might not learn from his previous lessons, mainly parasitic, that, but when it comes to bacterial, that's when you really learn your lesson. So once I've got on top of this, there's not going to be any more fish going in until I've got a quarantine set up. Yeah, it's not nice. But there's always the possibility, while I'm waiting, that it could start spreading to other fish. At the moment, they haven't shown signs that it started spreading to other fish. But at least I'm going to have the antibiotic on hand this time if they do start showing any signs, because it's an 100ml bottle and they don't need a lot of injection at all. Obviously it's dependent on the weight of the fish, but you know, even something like well, say for example my Sankey, that's last measured that at 55 cm, so even a 55 cm fish, I think I worked it out at, well, depending on weight obviously, I mean if you average it out between 2.5–3 kilo, it only needs something like a 0.5 ml injection or something like that for one dose. Like I say, it depends on weight, but I'd say for a 2.5 to 3 kilo fish. There is calculators online, by the way, what I've used to calculate this. It's about a 0.5 mil injection, something like that, per dose. So yeah, just a matter of waiting now and see where we are when it arrives. But for the time being, I'm going to stop flapping and I'm going to stop talking bollocks. And I'm going to start getting this drain flushed out. And probably give me waste chute a clean out as well. That's probably about due. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with this, guys, and I'll come back to you once I've done. Right then, guys, I'm just going to open it back up now and we'll see how much crap we get come through. Mainly just algae pieces, bit looks on it. Don't see any shit or like that. It's mainly just bits of algae. Open this back up. Drain it out. Looks as though there's quite a bit of algae gone through into the drum. I usually get 2 or 3 flushes depending on how much there is. And I can't wait to get a bleeding drain set up outside so I don't have to keep faffing about with this thing. Right, I'll come back to you once we're finished, guys. Look at the state of this, guys. This is embarrassing. How all that lot gets clogged up at back there, I don't know. Look at the state. How was that not washed down that chute? That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Oh, that's ended up like that. Just not washed down. I don't know how that's ended up like that. Don't want to be losing that down drain, do we? Whoever said drums don't need maintenance, they lied to you. But all that shit, it's not as though it was in the water. It was all contained within the chute. but I suppose there's always a chance that you're going to get splashes off it going back into your water, so that's not been exactly been helping my cause, has it? And look, underside on it's pretty clean really. Oh, that's just what's come off of this grate. So it's not as though shit's been sat in water. Alright, I'll finish cleaning this up, guys, and I'll come back to you. Right, that's all that put back together, cleaned out. God knows how that flipping waste chute got in that state. Not washed down it. I have to try and adapt that somehow so it starts washing down it properly. These are just having a feed. See, other two, the Deutsch Sankey and the Kohaku, so even though they're suffering with the same condition, they're still feeding very well. All other fish are up and active. You know, they all seem perfectly fine. The only one that's not doing much is, like I say, the Tancho, which is probably just hiding away. Yeah, just in the same place, just down there. So that one's not good at all. I'll be glad when I got it all sorted. Who said koi keeping could be so much fun? That one never stops eating, always eating. Always on lookout. Typical Chago, isn't it? So yeah, like I said, guys, it's just a matter of waiting now for that antibiotic coming, and go from there really. So I'll end this bit here for now, and I'll probably come back to you once my syringes and my antibiotics arrived, and then just go from there. So catch you in a bit. Right, welcome back, guys. Today's Friday, and today is going to be the day. I received what I need in the post today. I've got my antibiotic, and I've got my syringes. So I'm just about to prepare everything I need to do the job. Now, with this being my first time in doing this, I am going to be lightly sedating the fish while I do it. obviously those more experienced at doing this probably won't need to sedate it to do it, but because this is my first time doing it, I want to be able to have a bit of time to get it right. So I'm going to lightly sedate the fish. I'm not going to knock them out completely, just enough to keep them calm, to give me time to do what I need to do. So yeah, this is not going to be an instructional, by the way. I don't even know whether I'm going to video what I'm about to do. I've just gone off I've been in conversations with Paula, obviously, after having my report. So all my instructions have come from Paula, my dose rates and things like that. So yeah, in terms of obtaining the antibiotic what I need to do this, it's been a bit of an hard battle getting hold of. But when needs must, you do what you've got to do. So yeah, there are places out there where you can get what you need, but you're just going to need to do your own research on that. So yeah, there are people out there that are willing to help. If you're really stuck, you just need to look in right places and speak to right people. So these guys don't know what's about to happen. Obviously, they're only fish. So I'm going to be treating the Sankey, the Tancho. I don't know. I don't even know whether that's going to survive, to be honest with you. I don't know whether it's going to survive this. And the Kahaku. I don't know with that Tancho, to be honest with you. It's in a mess. It's in a mess. But I'm going to give it a go. Worst comes to worst, I'll put it to sleep. But we can only but try. So yeah, I'm going to start getting things out what I need. My bowl, get a bit of sedate in it. I've got my scales ready to weigh the fish, and things that I need. So right then, I'm going to get my stuff out, guys, get my sen prepared, get my sen psyched up, because I'm a bit nervous. I'm going to be honest, I am nervous about doing this. I am very nervous about doing this. It's not something I'm taking lightly, but it's either that or they die. So right, I'm going to get my sen prepared, guys, and I'll snap back to you. Right, I've just done the Tancho, guys. What an event that were. Shitting me sen, but did it anyway. Couldn't stop me sen shaking. Well yeah, I've done Tancho anyway. Because it's been badly, and it's not been able to eat, it's actually lost quite a bit of weight in its mouth. Its mouth's in an awful state, absolutely awful. But I can only but try with it. I'll let it go through its full course of treatment, see how it does. If it doesn't show signs of getting better, I'm just going to put it to sleep. I'll just put it out of its misery. If it gets to a point where it can eat properly, I'm fine with that. That'll do me. As long as it can eat properly, I'm not bothered what it looks like. If it eats properly, then that's good enough for me. If it goes through its treatment and it still can't eat, it don't heal properly, then it's gone. I'll just put it out of its misery because it's not fair. So the Tancho weighed in at 1.2 0.257 kilograms. Now, because my Bacterial is 10%, it's had a dose of, I'm dosing at 10 milligrams per kilo as per Paula Reynolds' instructions for my personal situation. By the way, Paula's been great, fantastic help. Any advice you need, she's there for you. So I'd recommend Paula to anyone if you're having any issues. And yeah, it's had a shot of 0.1257 milliliters, which is the correct dose for that size fish, and it's got to have 5 of them. So I'll do another one Sunday, then Tuesday, then Thursday, and then again on Saturday. So we'll just have to see how it does, if it survives the treatment. But anyway, and we'll crack on with the other two. Now that I've done one, I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to do other twos, no dramas. So I'm going to crack on, and I'm going to get the Kahaka out next. I think I'll get that out, get it weighed up, get the Bacterial measured up into syringe. Yeah, so I'll get back to you in a minute, guys. That's all done then, guys. All 3 fish done. Last 2, got through them alright. First one, the Tancho, I'm a bit iffy with that one, got sheks a little bit, but after that, other 2, they were fine, so no problem there. We'll just have to see how they get on now. Obviously they've got to have another 4 treatments. Next one will be on Sunday. The Kahaku had 0.18 milliliters. The Tancho had 0.13 milliliters, and the Sankey had 0.24 milliliters. Now, bearing in mind they are low doses, but the strength of the antibiotic is 10%, so that's why the lower doses. I have filmed the administration when I was doing the Kahaku. any feedback, criticism, anything, whatever, let me know. It is my first time. It's not an instructional. I've just gone by the instructions I've been given. Doses, well, you'll get given your doses if you have any problems when you speak to Paula or whoever, they'll tell you what to dose it at. So yeah, I think that's a job well done for the time being. I'll get me crap cleaned up, get me hot chocolate soup what Mrs has made. Look at that. Yep, wrong way. Look at that. Bit of hot chocolate with marshmallows. Ew. Right then, guys. So yeah, that's me done for tonight, I reckon. Like I say, went a lot smoother than I expected it to. I'm no expert. Obviously, it really should be done by a professional. But as we know, when it comes to fish, it's very hard work getting hold of a professional that's willing to give you any sort of help. So it is what it is at the end of the day. Once I've done with this bottle, although it's an 100ml bottle, it's still going to be pretty much a full bottle by the time I've done with it. But according to the bottle, once it's been opened and you broke the seal on it, it's only got a shelf life for 7 days. So yeah, it looks like going in bin when it's done. As for storing it, it's from research what I've done as well, and what it says on bottle, it needs to be stored at room temperature. Now before, I did think you could freeze antibiotic, or certainly Bacterial. I did think you could freeze it in syringes when you wasn't using it. But after doing a bit of research, how true this is I don't know, but apparently when you freeze antibiotic, it can cause the molecules to break down in the antibiotic, causing it to not work properly. So again, I'm not expert on that. How true it is I don't know, but that's what it says. Well, Google, innit? But anyway, talking shit again. In a way, I suppose, well, after speaking to Paula, she says, although, you know, I'm unfortunate enough to get a bacterial infection in my fish, in a way I am really quite lucky, because after doing the test, the bacteria responded really well to being treated with Bacterial, so it was really sensitive to Bacterial. So she says in a way I'm really quite lucky, because Bacterial apparently is one of the safest antibiotics that you can use in your fish. But the problem with Bacterial is, over the years, it's been quite misused. So it's been used a lot over the years. So sometimes different strains of bacteria gain a resistance to it, due to it being overused throughout the years. So she says really I am quite lucky that my strain of bacteria has responded well to it. So I suppose that's one upside to it. I suppose every cloud has a silver lining and all that. Yeah, so I'll come back to you guys with an update after the 5 doses, and we'll see where we are from there after that. So I'll catch you guys later.